Hello everyone, I'm Captain Warlord, and welcome back to another Rome 2 Online Siege Battle. Today we actually have a 2v2, which is a little bit different because all we've seen so far is 3v3s. And this is going to be a interesting battle because it is a scenario fight. This is the city of Massilia, and we have two Massilian armies defending against two Arverni armies. It's like if the Arverni came down and tried to just take over Massilia. That's really exactly what it'd just be like. So we'll just get into it here. We have this is fought on the Total Warlords Discord. I'll leave the link down below if you want to join us. We always looking for new players to play with, so yeah. Starting with our Verni, we have Scorpion Null and Monkey Mad playing as our Verni. They're going to be bringing, let's see here, lots of Oathsworn, Chosen Sword. Yeah, funds are really high. Chosen Swordsman, Noble Horse, Oathsworn, more Oathsworn, Celtic Onager, and their guerrilla deployed their Gallic Hunters, so they can destroy our artillery right away, which is a cheeky move, to say the least. Cheeky. I don't really see myself saying that word too often, but it's a good move. I would do it. So, he's gonna be bringing a lot more Oathsworn and lots of Chosen Sword, Levy Freeman, and even more Oathsworn, Heavy Horse, and Celtic Giant Ballista. That's a lot of Oathsworn. So yeah, we're kind of in for it here, aren't we? Then we have me, Hannibal Barca, playing as Massilia, and iBoots playing as Massilia as well. We're going to be bringing some Massilian Hoplites, Massilian Thurio Spears, Thorax Swordsmen, Celtic Warriors, Gallic Hunters, Peltist, and I think that's mostly it. We do have some Hippeus Lancers over here, so we're going to try to do some sneaky stuff with those. But yeah, our armies are very similar. We're just going to be bringing hoplites and yeah, all that fun stuff. Massilia does not have pikemen, so that's going to be a pretty big disadvantage for us. And we actually have less archers. Massilia has a cap of 3 of these mercenary Gallic Hunters, while our Verni can bring 4 of them. So they kind of have the archer advantage. But either way, we'll get into it right away. Let's take a look at what these guys are going to unleash onto this poor artillery up here. Put it up. You can see them reloading. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, a lot of the shots actually missing, but he did get it right away. I mean, what can you expect? 4 units of archers. You can see a lot of them just pinging off the wall there. Probably needed a little bit of a better angle. Somehow, not even destroying it over here. I am very surprised. That was just a massive volley coming in there. But he's getting, okay, I think I see why. He's getting a really bad angle onto it. Oh, don't tell him. Why am I using explosive shot? No! Oh my gosh. I've become everything I've sworn to destroy. I am using explosive shot. I guess it's doing a lot of damage. But, oh gosh. It disgusts me that I would even do that though. I don't know why I would ever use explosive shot. He does see my cav over there, so he is going to retreat as soon as possible. It did damage, but you saw how they were kind of exploding everywhere. They all just got right back up. It's kind of stupid, but yeah. If you didn't get that, that was a little bit of a reference to Star Wars. Sworn to become everything I've become everything I've sworn to destroy. It's not going to be a wise decision for us to defend the walls over here, because I mean, Oathsworn versus Celtic Warriors and Thorax Swordsman, you add it up, it's not going to go well for us at all. So we are going to do a little bit of a bluff here. We're going to fall back to the inner streets. And something interesting about this city is, for some reason, this road right here is bugged. You can't move troops in or out. So it's going to be probably go in our favor a little bit more. So we can just defend over here. And like, you can just defend this gate area, I guess. But like, yeah, just a little heads up. If you ever want to play Massilia, just keep in mind on large or ultra or extra large, this streetway right here is bugged. It just gives you a red X. Like, if you like in game when you hover over a building, it'll give you a red X, like it's impassable. It's the same thing that happens here. And if you try to just clicking at like a movement order through here, they'll go all the way around and come up here. It's the weirdest thing ever. You might be able to see where I plan on holding. I'm just gonna hold right here. A little bit of a spike trap and sharp stone bed set up here. Yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting fight though, because we're definitely outmatched here infantry wise. Balance of power is fairly even because, I mean, we still have the defense. Defense is a huge advantage for us. But if we're giving up the walls, it's going to become less of an advantage. Well, that's not good. Wasting ammo. Really no point. These walls are just going to be destroyed anyway. Its tower's just going to be taken really soon. That's what I meant to say. He probably doesn't want to actually destroy that tower. If he does, that means that his troops cannot walk down that staircase, which is actually something interesting. If you didn't know that, destroying a tower disables the staircases for some reason. I'm not quite sure why it does that. Oh wow, what am I doing? I moved up a unit of Celtic warriors up here. Wait, maybe? Why? I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Because I can't really get any good archer fire onto them. I could just follow this unit of Celtic warriors all the way back here to right here, holding that tower, because there's really no strategic advantage to holding that position. None at all, to be fair. So, don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. So I kind of gotta go with it at this point. Oh wait, please continue fire. Destroy this tower when they're going on it. No, okay. I was hoping there for a little bit of killing these chosen swordsmen. I tried recording a 4v4, but for some reason it was really laggy. I might need to lower my graphic settings, because maybe with the mixture of my recording software and my graphic settings, it's just a little bit too laggy, a little bit too much for my computer to handle. Gallic Hunter's getting a shot there into the chosen swordsman, not really doing any damage. Yeah, like I said, I don't really see the point of holding this wall right there, and I'm saying that even though I'm the one doing it, so it's a very strange move of me. Oh wait, were they getting kills this volley? So I just want to see if this is even worth it. Got 2 kills. Honestly, probably not even worth it to fire up here. Let's see though. Oh, well maybe it is. These guys throwing the Pila as well. Probably, you can see, just wasting it. Probably should hold fire there, those guys. Pila is very important. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm killing these chosen swordsmen. So, not like I said, but just ignore absolutely everything I say. I'm pretty, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Killing a lot of those chosen swords. Celtic warriors again, just going after that unit. Just gonna probably have to turn off fire at will, to be honest. Yeah, trading a unit of Gallic hunters for chosen swordsmen, that's pretty worth it, I'd say. 15 kills only, so that's actually not really good. They're probably throwing in like 4 or 5 volleys at this point. Yeah, they're doing alright. Nothing too great there. Yeah, should just fall this unit back. Like I said, I don't know why I'm trying to hold up here. My logic is not very good for holding here, because there's no strategic advantage. Yes, you could move up archers here, but I'll just have archers to support there. So it doesn't really make sense. Looks like you got a little bit of an artillery hit here. These poor Gallic hunters died a hero's death of getting hit by a big flaming ball to their face. Yeah, he did just give up the gatehouse here, and he's gonna hold. Oh wow, okay. He's gonna do a beats defense here. He's got a really nice formation. Probably should take these Stoic swords off a shield wall so they can throw in their Pila. But that's not going to be something the attackers are going to push, because that's going to require a lot of resources and manpower to claim this area over here. He's sneaking his cav around here. The attackers do have a ton of cav of their own, so these 2 units of Hippias Lancers alone will not be able to do a whole lot. I don't see any opportunity with my cav, so I'm not moving mine up with his. Because, I mean, they have hunters somewhere, yes, and they have artillery, but we don't see them. And he's obviously got cav there, so he's aware of our sally out, so there's not really any point to it. It's going after our reserve back here. Looks like he got a really good hit into some Thoric swordsmen, taking out like 20 of them. Yeah, exactly 20. But other than that, some of them silver chevron, so definitely a high funds battle. What am I doing? How idiotic can I be? Okay, why am I holding out here? Celtic Warriors versus Chosen Swordsman will not exactly go in my favor. He sees a gap here and he's just going to use it. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I remember. I think I was trying to set up a kill box here. I was just going to move these guys down. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, I remember now. Yep, just bringing these guys around here now to surround these Chosen Swordsmen. This Celtic Warrior with supportive archers might be able to win this fight. They're going to be able to hold long enough though, especially with Silver Chevron. They'll be able to hold for quite the amount of time. Up here though, we are starting to... Oh, we're winning that, actually. Unit winning slightly, so yeah. Especially supportive archers. Probably going to be running a little bit low on ammo there, so going to want to conserve it a little bit better. Yeah, so... Yeah, actually not a bad move there. I'm going to get a really nice flank with these Thorac Swordsmen. Only sending down one unit though, so I'm not going to commit a whole lot to this. Thorac Swords, you know, losing really bad to his Chosen Swordsman. So the more we can get rid of them, the better. We're going to see if they're going to throw in a volley here. Oh yeah. You can see some of these guys just tanking the people like, oh, this is nothing. Back in the day, they would just throw peel at each other for pleasure. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this unit should break. And it is. He's going to probably try to sneak a unit through here. Nope, just going to commit to these Celtic Warriors. Trying to break through them and get to the back of these Chosen Swordsmen. He is firing back at us, but he still has fire ammo equipped. He's going to want to change that. And I think he is shooting normal shot now. Never blob your archers up like this. This is something I'll preach. If you can see, some of them are getting some good shots, but like there's only a couple guys shooting. Their rate of fire severely decreases, and it makes them such a bigger target for enemy fire. Well, say that, and we're kind of doing it over here. Of course, he's going after my unit, but I mean, we're gonna be able to clean up these archers over here really quickly. Gallic Hunters versus Gallic Hunters, two extremely lightly armored units. Got some more Gallic Hunters over here. See how many kills we're getting per shot. Actually, yeah, getting some really nice flanking volleys into the unit of Chosen Swordsman here. So yeah, a little bit of a kill trap setup. It's been going pretty well. This unit did not break, sadly, but I could probably... There's enough gap here that I can send this unit of Thorac Swordsman through, get around here, and then get into the back of this unit. And over here, these Gallic Hunters are pushing up and getting absolutely destroyed. Nothing really to expect there. There's just one unit of Gallic Hunters going up against like 3. Not 4 actually. Yeah, make that 4. Got some Massilian Hoplites and Massilian Thurial Spears here holding against some Oathsworn, which charge nasty amounts of peel damage. Probably these Thurial Spears probably got a lot of shots into there. And Peltist, okay. Peltist used up all their ammo, but took out a ton of Oathsworn, so it might have been worth it. And we cleaned up this unit of Chosen Swords right here, so we're gonna get okay, that was a mass break here from the enemy. They just lost a ton of Chosen Swordsmen, and they're losing a bunch of archers as well, so it's actually a good move there. Did something good for once. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said in a previous video, I like to go hard on myself. It's a good way to laugh. If that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. Oathsworn, though, will be able to absolutely carve through this position, even though they are pretty severely weakened. And look, they still have 4 units of archers, so yeah, enemy still has the tools to take us out extremely effectively. They can take us out extremely quickly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Still has this Epeius Lancers going up on this high ground over here. Actually, we're going into the valley. Probably going to try to sneak into this Celtic Giant Ballista, but it's been firing for a while. So my guess is that's out of ammo, or almost out of ammo. He's now moving up his Oathsworn here. Just finishing off some more Gallic Hunters. But his Oathsworn, you're going to be a huge issue. And if we count here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units of Oathsworn to deal with. That's something you never want to have to hear. You have to deal with 12 units of O-Swarm. It's absolutely terrifying. And if you look, we're down to 1 unit of Gallic Hunters over here. Actually, 2 units of Gallic Hunters. Going up against 3 units of Gallic 4 units make that. So, yeah. Archers have just been almost exterminated. We have a unit of Peltist over here. And 1 more unit of Gallic Hunters back here. But for the most part, we're almost out of archers. We've killed a lot of theirs, but they still have a ton of archers. So, yeah, not going too well for us on the skirmish engagement. I mean, like looking back at this now, we should not have brought Peltist. This was fought a good bit ago. I should definitely have brought the Celtic Slingers, because I also did bring a unit of Peltist. Yeah, back here. Celtic Slingers are so good, such a good unit, because they're so cost effective. And you guys bring a unit of O-Swarm over here. Probably should bring more than 1 unit, because this is a little bit of a kill trap as well. But no, okay, he sees it. And he's just positioning them to stop any flanking, potentially flanking. And instead of holding all this area, we're just going to hold right here. Because it's just no point of holding 2 choke points against O-Swarm when you can just hold 1. And you can support that choke point a lot better. Yeah, you can see we're actually losing. We lost a lot of men already. iBoots has most of his men over here. He's starting to have to peel some over to support any skirmishes or engagements that are going to happen in this direction. These hunters are out of ammo. How many kills did they get? Oh, 137. Yeah, they did pretty good. And a lot of these hunters are running really low on manpower. They're down to about half men in each of them, besides this one. It still has about full numbers. And gonna get a charge in here with the Hippeus Lancers into the back of this O-Swarm. No, wait, which unit? It's gonna get caught in this unit, so we're gonna want to retreat that. I was mixing withdrawal and retreat. So I'm gonna want to withdraw that unit of Hippeus Lancers. These guys have Pila, they gotta be using it. Thorax Swordsman, yeah, Pila most likely do. And I'm also looking back, I have not seen a single unit of Axe Warriors. Axe Warriors would have been really good for us to use in a battle against O-Swarm, because O-Swarm do have a lot of armor, and Axe Warriors can do just a little bit more of AP damage. That'll be really useful. These Thorax Swords just throwing some Pila down at these O-Swarm over here. I don't know why he kind of brought these guys up unsupported. He should be pushing a unit up on this wall here as well. He needs to be doing a little bit more there. Unless this unit of O-Swarm is just going to be focused down just by Pila. And you never want to lose a unit of O-Swarm to Pila. Definitely not. Here, I think the only thing we can do is they actually don't have a whole lot of infantry. Yeah, they got like a lot, but it's a lot of just elite units. We're going to have to tire them out in order for their stats to be decreased and for us to really be able to kill them. That's what it's come down to, because they have basically all O-Sworn left at this point. They have some Chosen Swords over here, but for the most part, we're just seeing O-Sworn. And yeah, not unit of O-Sworn, Chosen Swordsman here. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting, because O-Sworn can probably one-on-one take on any unit we have. We actually might hold the numbers advantage here. We do have a fair amount of men left, to be fair. To be fair. Never mind, I'm stupid. Thorax Swordsman only got 19 kills. I'd actually expect him to get a little bit more. But as long as we're holding this tower right here, it's going to provide a little bit of extra killing power for us to use. These guys are just getting some really good Pila throws into the Thorax Swordsman. Probably going to be getting some friendly fire as well there. Every unit of O-Sworn we can get rid of is going to be a pretty big win. Combat very even, well, numbers wise. But O-Sworn probably will barely be able to come out on top of this. Yeah. Most likely. You can see how much Pila is getting stopped right here, though. Looks like a Hwacha shot. If you don't know what a Hwacha is, it's like a huge thing that just shoots a bunch of arrows at once, which is not really a good description whatsoever, but just look at what a Hwacha is. Looks like a Hwacha shot just landed into there. Let's see how many kills you guys are getting. So they're getting like a good amount of kills actually. 30, 31. That's against Oathsworn, so that's going to be fairly well valued, in my opinion. Any Oathsworn kills is good. He's focusing down the last unit of Gallic Hunters that we have, but he is very, very blobbed up, so that's, I'm going to be able to get rid of a lot of his Gallic Hunters, actually. Never want to blob up your archers like this. I'll preach that every single time I'll see it. I know it's something during the heat of the battle you won't really see, and it is a lot easier to look back at these battles and say what, you know, some people did wrong and what they did right, because during a battle it's so hard to control it because you're having to micro everywhere and just basically look. Your eyes have to be at every single part of the battlefield at the same exact time in order to be like the best player, because this is a game very heavily focused around micro, and it's I guess there is some amount of skill required in Rome 2, but experience is very key in Rome 2, because learning how to engage your enemy is very important. What I mean by that is just like, for example, a heavily armored unit versus a unit that has really good AP damage. That's what I mean. Just learning like how to counter certain units, I guess. Pelletus going in here, not getting a lot of kills, but they are decreasing the armor and shield value of these Oathsworn and overall health that these guys have. So I guess that's good, but probably could be getting better shots. Only 11 kills and probably down to half ammo. Normally, I would bring Pelletus to absorb ammo, which I have not done this battle, so I would not consider them worth it. Look at these guys here. And the cheesiest shot onto these guys, forming so close here to the wall. It is in order to get this kind of nice flank into the side of the enemy. This is only Thorough Spears, so they won't have a whole lot of ammo. And in combat, they won't be able to do a whole lot. But look at this, we are holding these Massilian hoplites. Probably don't have a ton of kills. 73, it's not terrible. Yeah. What's the Historic Swordsman at? 34. Not actually the worst stats compared to Oathsworn. But a lot of them, I think they see the issue here. A lot of them have used Headhunt, and it's gonna exhaust the unit. So, and after Headhunt's over, your unit's gonna be exhausted, and that's gonna decrease their melee stats and their overall effectiveness in combat. But overall, this is going to be a fight that Oathsworn will win. Let's just get some views on the combat here, though. It almost looks like these guys are standing on like the mountains of bodies. They're like elevated a little bit, trying to throw their Pila. That looks kind of cool, though. I like that. Yeah. Over here, number-wise, we should just be able to take this, because Historic Swords aren't a terrible unit, especially with a Silver Chevron. 46 attack and 77 melee defense. That's actually really good. That's cost a lot of money. Historic Swordsmen are just an average unit. Nothing too great. Hippeus Lancers getting a charge off to these Chosen Swords. Probably didn't get a whole bunch of kills. 18, so, I mean, I got some, but... See the Pila coming in on these guys. Yeah, he did take him out of shield wall, which is good to see. And Oathsworn are going to get absolutely just taking it right now. But that's a lot of Oathsworn. That's 4 units of Oathsworn committing here. They will be able to overwhelm this position, most definitely. Eventually, because Oathsworn, they're just so good. And that's the reason I don't really like playing on these high fun battles. Just because of units like Oathsworn. You can spam them, and then there you go. But I guess it does make the battle a little bit more even, because they're able to bring a lot of Oathsworn, and they have to, you know, attack us on these narrow choke points. So I guess it's pretty fair. Over here, though, still very even. Unit losing, combat even. Over here, combat even. So yeah, it's pretty balanced engagement, and lots of more support to be thrown into there. On this side, he is committing another unit of Oathsworn, but we have a unit of Peltist and Thorax Swordsman holding back this Oathsworn. They probably will be able to win, because in melee they'll kill a couple and the tower will pick them off as well, so they'll probably be able to take that fight. And here, unit losing decisively, yeah, they'll probably be able to, just because we have so much numbers here, we'll probably be able to win. But with the support of another unit of Oathsworn, might start getting a little bit dicey. You can see he's starting to, our green players are starting to run low, but this is such a big problem over here because we can't really contain this. Not a whole lot we can do about it. Pace Lancers kind of getting a little bit of a charge into these Oathsworn here. What are these guys at here? 78. So this might be a fight the Thorax Swords are gonna win potentially, but over here Oathsworn definitely only losing 2 guys, losing 91, but Oathsworn will be able to win here. But there's a unit of Massilian hoplites to reinforce that. We should definitely be sending reinforcements over here because we have these areas contained, especially if more hoplites moving up. Honestly, I can probably send over a unit of Thurio Spears and more Hephaestus Lancers to support this. And like I said, you can't go through here, so there's no point in keeping men here. Just retreat these guys here to help in this engagement. And if he gets his cap through, it's GG. There's nothing we can really do about it. We do have 2 units of Hephaestus Lancers. Oh wait, I did miss something. Yeah, over here the Cav did engage. He got the artillery, but I think all the enemy Cav just kind of charged him. His noble horse took some damage, and some of his heavy horse, but cleaned him up pretty good there. Yeah, this Hephaestus Lancer is just gonna help. Just hold the line, just keep on hammering it. Hopefully it'll cause a break in the Oathsworn ranks. This is very even right here, actually. 63, 61. Oh wait. Oh, Thorax Swords are actually winning that slightly. Oh, never mind. Now it's very even again. Just as I say that. Here, we'll be able to hold for a while here. This isn't really too much of a concern. He does have some Levy Freeman here, which, if you don't know, Levy Freeman have a 25 bonus versus large. They're perfect cheap counter to Cav. Very, very ideal unit. Thorax Swords are breaking here. But so are the Oathsworn. Sorry if you can hear stuff in the background. I do live on a pretty busy street, and I live kind of like in a connector that connects 2 big towns, so there's lots of trucks moving through here. But that will be fixed soon because they are building a new overpass that will direct some of the traffic away from here. So, gonna be able to live in peace. Yeah, these Oathsworn, yeah, they're taking a lot of casualties. They've dropped like 30 men since the last time we saw them. They're killing this Thorax Swordsman, yes, but I don't think, especially the support of 86 Massilian hoplites, they won't be able to win that. Over here, though, combat's a lot more even. There is a unit of another unit that reinforced it, but there's also another unit of Oathsworn that reinforced here. So could go either way. And here we're starting to thin out a lot more, with a couple units that just broke. He's still breaking, but he still has 2 units of pretty healthy Oathsworn. Yeah, 92 and 93. But we are heavily reinforcing this flank over here. That's for sure. He is starting to break through with his cav a little bit here, because this unit of Thorax Swords is losing this engagement. So I'm just having to hold my Hephaestus here until we get some Thurio Spears into the fight. Then I'll be able to pull back my cav. But honestly, these Thorax Swords have done really well. And, oh, okay, some Thurio Spears being thrown into the heavy horse here. And some Massilian hoplites reinforcing. Yeah, he's going to be able to drive off here. He's actually going to win this flank. But the middle is pretty even. Over here, we have this reinforced. So yeah, it's starting to look a lot better for us. And we're going to get a really nice charge in here into his Oathsworn, unbraced. They're going to drop pretty decent amount. Yeah, dropping like 5 there, because I'm pretty sure they were at 73. But it actually could have been more effective. Wasn't that great. He's moved his general over here, and he's got all of his cav. So this is still anyone's game at the beach, the Great Beach Assault at Massilia. Oathsworn gonna probably route here soon, but he does have his general to reinforce. That it's gonna be really important for him. Probably could send once this unit's used all of its ammo, which he's getting some really nasty shots into the flank of this Oathsworn. You could probably send this unit Massilian Thoria Spears to reinforce here, because these Thorax Swords will not hold forever. Definitely will not hold forever. Some breaking going on. Yeah. I think this general really is the biggest threat at this point up to this area. But for the most part, it's contained, unless he pushes through Cav, which nobody likes. So I hope he doesn't push through Cav, but let's just see here. And yeah, we're thinning out severely over here. We have Hoplites and Thoria Spears holding back this huge blob of Oathsworn. Yeah, that's not good for us at all. But on this flank, we are starting to gain the edge over here. Combat is even with fresh reinforcements of these Massilian Hoplites. Yeah, fresh versus exhausted Oathsworn. They will be able to do a good amount of damage. Oathsworn up on the wall here is also dying. And once that happens, we could flank around with these guys potentially. That's just a big potential. He might be able to stop us or something. I don't know. Weird stuff does happen in this game. Yeah, just a really cool line going on here. Some Cav. And here are Oathsworn, Thoria Spears. Oh, okay, yep. I see that. It definitely looked like he was trying to do a little bit of a push through there. Maybe not, okay. I thought he was trying to push through his cav a little bit there. Looked like it. Once you've played this game enough, you know what a push through is will start to look like. The unit will just all of a sudden start dashing through the enemy lines. You'll be able to see it coming once you have like enough experience into the game. Weirdly enough, by people's playstyle, you also learn what type of people push through and like what type of people don't. Yeah, so there's some towers stills in our stills on our side. Putting some fire down over here. We definitely will be able to clean up this flank. He is sending his general to cover his flank over here, but I am sending my general and another unit of Massilian Hoplites to reinforce the middle here. He's still got a unit of Hippias Lancer Cav over here. He needs to push him over here and start popping like rally and stuff and help this engagement over there, even if he doesn't commit them in combat. But this battle line's gotten thinned out severely from the start. What are these Oathsworn at? 105. Yeah, only lost 15. They probably racked up so many kills. Oh, yeah, 55, 56. Doing pretty good for themselves. Thorax swords over here are breaking, and there's still some Oathsworn. But once those Thorax swordsmen break, there's going to be a really nice charge coming out these Levy Freemen. Yes, Levy Freemen have a good bonus versus large, but they won't be able to stop a charge like this. Yeah. Just bouldering through a unit, if that makes any sense. Bouldering through, I don't know if that's really a term. Levy Freemen actually didn't drop too much, but they are starting to break. That's the worst part about Levy Freemen is their morale, but for a unit that costs like 210, what can you really expect? Yep. Reinforced over here, which is good to see. Desperately needed reinforcements there, because otherwise they will break through our Thoria Spears and Hoplites. And here, just, yeah, they're going to break, especially in support of this tower. Tower will do so much damage over time. It's pretty ridiculous. And it does health damage and stuff like that as well. That's some nice fresh unit of Hoplites holding here. How many kills do these guys have? 8, 87, 54, 88, 93. So not doing too much with the Oathsworn, surprisingly. Noble Horse somehow got around the flank here, maybe through this gap right here, but the Hippias Lancers were able to charge around and get into the back of the Noble Horse. So they are losing, probably. Yeah. Our Thoria Spears over here are breaking. He did bring his general over, but it's actually not looking really good at all. Our guys are definitely breaking here. Down to 35. It's really left our cav to win this flank right here. It's super close. Balance of power is fairly even, a little bit in our favor, because we do have numbers on our side, but they have quality on their side. So that's the thing. He did send his general to reinforce over here, and this is actually a huge threat to us, because now I have one unit of hoplites and a couple unit of hoplites and third swordsmen holding against pretty healthy units of Oathsworn. Yes, they're exhausted, but they'll still be able to win this fight. Yeah, now they're tired, exhausted, and exhausted. But here, we'll probably be able to win this fight. That's where we're going to have to win. If we can break them here, we can flank around if this holds long enough. Because we will lose this if we can't flank around. For sure. And, okay, now that the lines have kind of broken, and they don't really have calves to support them, we're just getting cycle charges off into his Oathsworn general. And yeah, this Levy Freeman getting charged by Hippeus Lancers. So Hippeus Lancers actually paying off, doing really good and helping hold over here. 132 kills, 150 kills. Yeah, that's against like Oathsworn stuff. Oh, okay, Hippeus Lancers about to get a nasty rear charge into his Oathsworn unit. Only down to 27 men. It's only going to take a couple cav models to break this unit. They routing? Yeah, they're going to definitely break. Down to 17 men and exhausted. Still continue to get some nasty cycle charges onto his Oathsworn, down to 5 guys. And this unit down to 27, but getting rear charged by this unit, Hippeus Lancers. Yeah. So over here, our Verney is getting cleaned up. And now we'll just be able to flank around here with our cav. There's not really any spike traps to stop us. Now it's only left, there's only one Verney general left. And Barbarian morale is less than a unit like less than most factions, especially when the general dies. That's a huge hit to them. Some last stand of the Oathsworn. Yeah, I thought this scenario was kind of unique. It was like the last stand of Massilia. If they lose here, they'll be completely wiped out. One of Rome's allies just completely gone. Pretty sure Massilia was a Roman ally. That sounds really stupid if they weren't. This wouldn't be the first time I sound fairly unintelligent. Gonna get a charge off here with the Hippeus Lancers into the backs of these guys. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nasty. Unless he turns around. I think he just knows that they didn't win, so they're just gonna accept it. End the fight a little bit quicker. Yeah, absolutely devastating charge there with the Hippeus Lancers. Bringing these Oathsworn down a lot and breaking this Chosen Swordsman unit. Definitely not good. But these Oathsworn are still holding on. And, oh wait. We're probably going to need to get another cycle charge onto these guys. Now we're just moving on to the next Oathsworn blob, I guess. Well, I am gonna get another charge off into these Oathsworn just to finish them off. Yeah, that'll definitely do the trick. I think I saw one guy fly into the blob right here of hoplites. Yeah, but the Hippeus Lancers honestly probably won us the battle. They did so good, which I didn't really expect for them to, you know, do that much for us. And actually, Oathsworn will probably lose this fight. They are outnumbered and they are exhausted. But my guys ought to start getting exhausted as well. Actually, no. Only one of them being exhausted and the other being very tired. And getting that flanking charge into the last unit of Oathsworn on the battlefield. Yeah, it was a really good game though. I really enjoyed this battle. You don't really see too many fights like this. You know, Massilia isn't like notoriously a great faction, but yeah, it's enjoyable to watch this. Love to do scenarios like this. Haven't been doing them as much, and definitely should get back into them. But just been so busy lately. Just running a tournament and everything. Well, not running it, but help organize it. Alright, so let's check out the battle results here. I got the most kills for the defense, and Monkey Mad 15 got the most kills for the attack. Let's see here. The archers, some of them doing alright. Yeah, like I said, the Hippias Lancers really did it for us. Not even worth bringing the Peltis, to be honest. Kind of a waste of a unit. Hoplites did what they were supposed to, and that was hold. Throw Spears did alright, and yeah, these guys didn't do too good, but they did what they were supposed to, and that's to throw their Pila and hold. Going to I Boots' army, his guys, he still had a little bit, he had more men, so I mean, yeah. His archers did a little, just did around, he just really performed the same as I did. Some of his hoplites getting a little bit more kills. Then with Arverni, his little sworn obviously all doing really well. Archers not so much. Artillery not so much as well. And his horsemen not doing too great either. Same here, just Oathsworn doing really well. Chosen Sword's doing alright. Archer's not doing too great at all, but his horse did a little bit better. Alright guys, well thank you for joining the battle today. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and a subscribe and a comment down below. And if you want to see more Rome 2 Rome 2 videos, let me know. If you want to see more variety, also let me know. And if you want to send any replays, join our Discord and just drop them right down in the replay channel. I will make sure to take a look at them. Alright guys, thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace out.